All right, so we over here joining East County Sports, we have Josh Harris, Grossmont College Griffins, sophomore over there. Josh, a lot different team, almost a completely different team compared to last year, and I really mean completely different because not that many returners.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because actually there was a lot of sophomores we were expecting to return, and that's the thing about JUCO football, guys come and go, and eligibility and stuff like that. And so, I mean, it really is, it's almost a completely different team. I was here last year, like you said, and to be out here practicing with these guys and stuff, it really is just a totally different look, different feel. And we have a lot of talent on our team. We have a lot of guys that can play and play at a high level. So, we're really excited. Things didn't go as we wanted to last year, but I think this year it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, you had those 1-2 point games. I mean,
Yeah.
in reality, Grossmont should have been 7-3.
Yeah.
If we go
been.
back to those games that were close, those nail biters, I was at some of those. Just go, come on, guys.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it was tough.
But
tough.
and then being behind Brad Cagle, I mean, one of the premier top passers of the East County. Did you learn a lot from him too?
Yeah, no, definitely. I did learn a lot because, like he mentioned, I went on a mission. I was gone from the game for 2 years. And then coming back, like you said, Brad being a premier passer, I had heard about him from El Cap and stuff like that. And so I learned a lot about, our offense, our system here at Grossmont, but also about the game from him. We're two different quarterbacks, different sizes, different playing styles. And so I learned a lot from him being there with him last year.
Now tell us briefly, you were leading into that. Sorry I held you up on that, about the Nicaragua trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a life-changing experience. And anybody who goes on a mission, I have a cousin on the team who served also in Cambodia. And it's always a life-changing experience, but Nicaragua in specific, I think was special for me. And everything happens for a reason. I ended up there for a reason, and it was a good experience to get outside of kind of the bubble here, outside of everything is football, and then I go over there and they're just worrying about what they're going to eat from day to day. And so it was really eye-opening, and it opened my eyes to realize the real life problems that people go through out there. Coming from high school and all, the only thing in my head was football, school and stuff. But it was definitely changed my perspective on life and on the world in general.
And that's something that can affect your play athletically too. I mean, you get such an uplift of going on those missions. I mean, I've been, I don't know your affiliation, but I've been on and off, I should say. I should be on a little more, but over at the Rock here in East County, and so I know how important those missions are. Not for us, not for me or you, but the people that you're actually serving when you're over.
Definitely.
Are you bringing some of that experience to your game?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I went over there, and it's just all about service. Nothing is about us. It's all about the people we're serving, and our minds are on them. And like I said, they have real-world problems. They're not worrying about if they're going to get a scholarship or playing football. They're worrying about what they're going to eat for dinner. And so I always carry that. I always remember the people. They're always in my heart. And, I just see what they went through, and it helps me to kind of put things into perspective. This is just a game, and it helps me to kind of love it like for what it is. And that's something that has changed my approach to the game of football.
And do you keep in contact with some of these people? Did you gather some of their information? And
yeah. It's funny that I didn't think they would be, but they're all over Facebook. I mean, everybody down there has Facebook, so staying in contact luckily isn't as hard as I thought it would be. I'm still very much in touch with a lot of them.
So maybe if we put some of Grossmont College's games on Facebook Live, that might get to them too, right?
Oh,
I'm
sure
they'd like to see you play. So.
Yeah, definitely. And American football too is something foreign to them, completely. So. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. I know they'd love that.
That's one of the things we're like Ramon mentioned before. I mean, we're trying to grow with the community because we found out too that it's not about us. It's about the kids, and get you guys excited and making the coverage, putting it out there for more people to view you guys, so you can. I mean, I know what you're saying about scholarships, but there's a lot of kids that wouldn't get something like that, and they wouldn't get the recognition because we're going to a community college.
Yeah.
So, anything else that you can think of? Are you looking forward to any game in particular? Or even what are your thoughts on your first opponent?
From what I've heard, Long Beach is a really good team, and they always have been. So that's one game in particular that I'm really excited for. Like I said, I have a lot of confidence in the talent we have on our team, and I think that'd be huge if we can get that game and that would blow the season wide open. So I'm excited, also for the Mesa and Southwestern. Those are both local games. But yeah, Saddleback too. I know a couple guys on that team. I'm just excited in general, just to get going.
Yeah, and just because I know as a quarterback you want to give love, especially when you do have the offensive line that I've heard about from Coach Jordan. He said that you really got an offensive line that's put together and some real athletic guys in front of you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Anybody in particular, some names you want to include?
I can name off all of them. We got Marco, Jake Signs, Jet at left tackle, Big J. All those guys, you always got to show love to the O-linemen. So
they only make your game even better, right?
Oh, everything depends on them. So
they keep you on your 2 feet.
Oh yeah.
You're going to win some ball games.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, how about your running core?
Oh, we're deep at running back. We're stacked. We have, I think, at least like 10 running backs. My buddy Matthias, we met actually in Nicaragua, and he never played football before, so he came out, and he kind of fits the running back, his size, his speed, and stuff like that. But JB also, he's an out-of-state guy. Frank also, he's from Florida, and so we have, like I said, we have a lot of talent, especially at running back. We have a lot of guys there.
Well, it's good to have that kind of like that family put together too, because that if you establish that at the beginning of the season, of course, that's going to help you to achieve your goal.
Yes, sir. So that's most important.
Well, it's really nice to meet you in person instead of during the game, and we'll see you on the field. I appreciate your time.
Appreciate
Josh.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.